Hey everybody, welcome back to 14 Rings, an NFC East podcast. I'm your host, Lucas, with Mount Maurice and Earl, and we are here to discuss all things NFC East. We are discussing week 6 of the NFL season, and I'm pretty sure the only person that's going to be happy in this pod is going to be Mal, which is like the opposite of normal. Congratulations.
I was just going to say, when was the last time that happened,
I don't think
guys?
it's happened since we started, but congratulations.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Thank you.
Actually, I do have that little bit of tidbit information. This is the first podcast we've done that the New York Giants were the only NFC East team to win.
That's so funny. That's 3 years
That's
in the making,
3
guys.
years.
We made it.
The world froze over.
I know. Well, I mean, the NFL season's been pretty wacky, so if it were any season, it would be this one.
Before we get into...
wait a minute, 2021, they beat the NFC East team. You guys know who it was?
I'm going to assume my team because yeah.
They actually beat the Eagles.
Couldn't say it was some help with Foot Locker, but
they beat the Eagles. It was 13-7.
Yep,
wow, what an exhilarating game.
All right. Well, before we get into this current
told.
matchup, we do have to go over our game preseason predictions. Week 6, we all have the Commanders winning this one. Oof. It's okay.
Sorry.
We all make mistakes. We also all had the Cowboys winning their matchup.
I'm sorry about that.
Okay. We all make mistakes. And then we actually went split decision on week 6 not split, but okay, so basically week 6, hang on. Something's not mathing here, guys. We have our first ever typo here. For the Giants, we all had them losing except for Earl, but in the Eagles side of the prediction, Mal and Maurice had the Eagles winning, and me and Earl had the Giants, the Eagles losing in week 6. Now, maybe.
Well, I specifically said the Giants was going to get this one.
Now, the only thing that I can see that might have been messed up here is that in week 5, I had the right prediction. Maybe that's what happened? I'm not sure, but something's not mathing here. But anyway.
Something's wrong with the accounting.
Earl had the...
So I was the basic one that said it, huh?
So, anyway, I give the floor to Maurice and Mal.
Winners first.
Winners go first.
You want me to go first?
Yep.
All right. Guys, Giants win 34-17. Honestly, didn't think that GG's Maurice, as always.
GG's.
Kind of crazy. Did not think that this would happen, guys, but overall, one of the best games I've seen the Giants play in a while. So let's dive into it. Stats are looking pretty good, and it starts with our rookies. So, rookie quarterback Jackson Dart had 195 yards for 1 touchdown, 1 rushing touchdown, and 58 rushing yards. Cam Scattaboo, 19 carries for 98 yards, 3 touchdowns. What a performance by Cam there. Really took advantage of the Eagles' defense there. Couldn't be happier. Wan'Dale Robinson also had a catching touchdown, which was fantastic. Let's move to the defense real quick. Brian Burns, 2 sacks. Cordell Flott with a game-changing interception. Darius Muasau with a sack. Honestly, guys, this was one of the most complete games I've seen this Giants team play. They came to win. They came to play. They wanted this one. A little bit of controversy in this game with Brian Dable going into the medical tent after Jackson Dart got hit there for the concussion protocol, kind of screaming at the doctor, and John Mara came out and made a statement about how we don't do that here and that we're cooperating with the investigation. So we'll see what comes of that. I think that the Giants are going to get a very hefty fine for that, which as they should. But we'll see if anything else comes out of it at this point after the investigation. But this was, guys, I'm just over the moon that my rookies looked good this week. Jackson Dart looked like a really good, future for the Giants this week. I mean, obviously it's still very early, more to come. However, that commanding leadership presence he has shown for this Giants offense has done wonders for them. He completely elevated these receivers this game. Cam Scattaboo, man, I can't say enough about him. His attitude, he runs with fire. He literally knocked Zach Bond off of his feet, just completely took him out.
Yeah.
The guy's extremely physical. I mean, is it sustainable long term? We'll see. But for this game, I was super excited. Coming into a game like this, go ahead.
Just one thing. He's done that to a couple people in this division, not just.
I know he has.
And I have a few nicknames that I want to run by you for this dynamic duo of rookies, if that's okay with.
Oh God! All right. Yeah.
So we got to go Mighty Ducks theme here, the Bash Bros. I think that I like that one. I also, and this is not to demean these two in any way. They just kind of seem like a little bit of frat boyish. So I kind of want to go with like a Beavis and Butthead type thing.
And Cam's probably the butthead.
He is, but that's okay though. We still love him. But anyway, just thought of the nicknames.
He the great cornholio.
He is the great
cornholio. Keep it simple.
Yeah, exactly.
keep it simple. Bam Scatterboo.
Bam Scatterboo.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah, he played really, really hard and did really well against the Eagles here, which shows a lot of promise for us. That guy really, he's just super physical. Honestly, the two rookies, I really have nothing really bad to say about them. However, watching Jackson Dart, he still needs to be better with holding onto the ball. He luckily didn't fumble this game. However, you can still tell that some of his, plays and movements are a little shaky. That comes with time, rookie growing pains. However, to come in as a rookie quarterback against the Eagles, who are the defending Super Bowl champs, at your home, a game that nobody thought you guys were going to win. We all didn't think. I mean, most, the analysts, except for Earl, but most of the analysts, the fans, general consensus was the Giants were going to come in here after that Saints disaster class and get absolutely manhandled by the Eagles, which just wasn't the case. And as you said, Maurice, and we spoke about this on our preview, I said, and you said that the main difference here would be if the defensive line got pressure on Jalen Hurts, and they did just that. Jalen Hurts struggled. The Giants took advantage of it, took advantage of putting points on the board. Over the moon excited. Very happy for this team, very happy for this fan base. We kind of really needed this one. We really needed this divisional win. The guys needed it. The team needed it in total. Very good start for this rookie duo. Hopefully more to come. Looking forward to more games. However, being realistic, this was a different situation. We'll see how the Giants continue to consistently be good moving forward. But overall, much needed win. Division's much closer now for everybody here. Yeah. We'll get more into that as we talk to the rest of you guys on your games. But Maurice, take it away with your team, unless you guys want to talk about the Giants first, or we just overall talk about it at the end.
Who's your player of the game?
Player of the game, Cam Scatterboo.
Mm-hmm. Any questions before I get to my side?
Oh.
Girl.
Go ahead, Earl.
Does it have to be a question?
Sure.
No.
Or statement.
Whatever.
All right. First and foremost, I'm going to get player of the game to Jackson Dart. Because with his legs, he pretty much did what he needed to for that. I'm going to go ahead and just say this truth bomb here. In my prediction, I wrote down that I had Jackson Dart starting actually in this game. And lo and behold, it occurred. One thing that I noticed with this team, especially with the two rookies, is a nice dynamic duo. And I'm going to say it's a low-key dynamic duo back, if you know, from 2016. Dak and Zeke came in the league at the same time and took the world by storm from there.
Yep.
I'm seeing a little bit of shades of that. I'm not going to call it, but it's their nice own little giant splash flavor with it. And it's really cool to see the fan base rise when they see Dart out there playing. When he went down, they were just, please don't put Russ back in there. Please don't. And when he got back up, it was just like, thank you, football
guys. I think you guys
guys.
need to trade Russ. I don't think, I just, no.
I don't think anybody wants the guy, man. I don't know.
No, he's gonna be the Gatorade. Basically for Dart, being able to utilize his legs became a major factor in this game, and it really wore down the defense of the Eagles. And Cam Scatterboo, with his bruising running style, he slimmed down a lot. Like I'm really impressed with how much weight he lost compared from college and slimming down into his senior year, and then just gearing up for the NFL season. He looks in great shape. and I still think he's still not in his man body, but he's getting close.
If
But,
that's not his
hats
man
off to
body,
Will.
I'm petrified to see what that is.
Yeah, you better be scared. Basically, the Giants played better. It really kept the defense off the field, but when they were out there, they were able to make the plays. They were able to get pressure on Hurts, but at the same time, seeing some of the corners do better. I saw Cordell Flott catch
man, yeah.
almost took it to the house. And the route, I saw something like that back against my team when Hurts threw the ball around that way, jumped the route. Hey, you did everything you needed to. But credit to the Giants in this win. I didn't expect them to blow them out the way that I thought they were. But it was definitely one where I knew they would get the dub. But you go ahead. I just wanted to say a piece on that.
Just real quick before you go, Lucas, I just wanted to say Cordell Flott, he had that clutch moment, but he got really lucky that Jalen Hurts missed that open 80-yard touchdown to Devonta Smith, because that game could have went a whole nother direction if he hit on that. And number 2, Earl, to go off your point of Jackson Dart using his legs, Jackson Dart is the 3rd rookie to rush for 50-plus rushing yards in his first 3 games, and he is with elite company, Lamar Jackson, and Maurice's quarterback, Jalen Hurts. So, pretty cool there. But go ahead, Lucas. I'm sorry.
Also want him to learn how to slide, too.
He did better this game with that. He did do better this game with that. And you know what? I thought of you, Earl, and I thought of the slide when he was literally rushing, and I saw him slide, and I was so proud. I was like, Earl would be so proud to watch him slide.
I was watching the game. I was like, he's learning.
I just want to also say, Earl was talking about Cam Skattebo getting into his man body. Cam Skattebo is a personality. He's a cult of personality. He comes on Thursday Night Football after the game, gets the most professional guy ever, Ryan Fitzpatrick, to take off his shirt, and they do a shirtless chest bump on them in front of a whole bunch. Man, Cam Skattebo is a cult of personality. He is taking over the city of New York.
Yeah, Cam Skattebo and Jackson Dart also interact by butting heads with each other.
That's how they became friends.
So
that and what Willie.
As you can tell, they're all a little mentally unstable, and honestly, I'm all about having some mental instability on my football team. Guys are balling out. I'll take it.
I call Cam Rhino.
He is a rhino.
All right,
Maurice. Go ahead, Maurice.
We talked about the positive. Let me talk about the negative. But before we do that, though, I do want to say once again, GG's, Mal.
GG's.
I posted this in our group chat on Twitter. I said, the Giants got their Jaden Daniels. And I mean that.
That's kind of wild.
Well, I mean, you know what I mean. But they got the Jaden Daniels, and they got their franchise all-terrain, the guy that's going to uplift their franchise, basically. He's gonna bring some energy to the fans, which he did in that game. They were really into it, especially at MetLife Stadium. They were really into it. When he got hurt, he went to the tent. The vibes went kind of low when Russ came in there. I understand.
I heard the boos.
But yeah, he basically gave us a free turnover on downs, basically, because he was awful.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Yeah, I thought it was funny how Dable ran up in that tent. They had every neurologist.
His job depended on it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think it is.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
He's definitely going to keep his job for the rest of the year because of Jackson Dart now. They had every neurologist within a 15-mile radius at MetLife in that tent for Jackson Dart. They gave him a sensu beam and a monster reborn just to get back on the field as fast as possible because everything was relying on him. Cam Skattebo, I think he's a really nice young running back. It's to the point where I don't think guys were trying to avoid tackling him. They didn't want to go full force into him because they was going to get depleted. It was crazy.
Also,
your former Giant, Dory Jackson, just whiffed on the tackle. I thought it was intentional. I thought it was purely intentional.
I know exactly what you're talking about, too.
He made a business decision.
Yeah,
he made a business decision.
Also, by the way, just want to shout out this person. Lil Jordan Humphrey played really good for you guys.
Honestly, iconic. I was here for it. But honestly, I didn't think it was... No, and I didn't think it was going to go the way that it did. However, like I was saying earlier before, guys, these guys, Jackson elevated these guys. I mean,
Jalen Hyatt made an appearance.
Jalen Hyatt had a play. Wandale Robinson had a play. Like, these guys stepped up with both Slayton and Neighbors out. Like, I was impressed.
That was Hyatt's first catch of the season, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
It's amazing when you see guys out there with speed.
And you have a quarterback that the team can get behind.
Yeah, that part.
Well, I'm going to focus on my defense.
Lucas knows that well.
I'm going to talk about my defense.
But go ahead.
Yeah, I'm talking about my defense real quick. This was a bad defense game. You can't let a quarterback on his third NFL start just dominate you the way he did. Now, Jackson Dart did use his legs a lot, which is cool. You have the game plan for that. It is what it is. I thought Vic Fangio didn't do a good job preparing his guys on defense to stop him. He looked like a superstar out there. I mean, he really did. Now, was that because of his defense, or was that just because of Jackson Dart himself? I don't know. We have to wait and see next week what they do. But when it comes to our defense, I think our defense came up small. I thought our defense basically got punked out there.
Well, you were missing your best defensive player, right?
Well,
yeah,
yes.
Jalen Carter being out was kind of crazy. I didn't suspect that.
Yeah, but still.
And Quinyon going down too.
And then Quinyon had a hamstring injury, which he'll be questionable going into another big game next week against the Vikings. We'll be definitely going to need him. I'll talk about that on my matchup on YouTube. So yeah, it's our defense came up small. We have to do better than that. I didn't particularly like them just celebrating, taunting the Eagles, Cam flipping every time he scored a touchdown. That's the kind of stuff that should piss off a defense. We play our guys in 2 weeks. We're going to see if they remember that because it's all over the team. We really going to see it.
And it's very recent. It's not like we're playing each other 5 weeks away. It's literally like next week.
Yeah, they gotta get their get back. Yep. Now let's turn to the offense. I thought this was a terrible Jalen Hurts game. I thought he played awful. The crazy thing is, once again, I said this last week. Jalen Hurts passed for 283. Now, if you just saw the numbers, you would say that's pretty good. No, if you watch the game, Jalen Hurts is bad. He missed let me finish, Lucas. He missed Devontae Smith on an easy touchdown. He was wide open. Nobody was 10 yards from him. He threw the interception a flop. A.J. Brown was wide open. That's 2 touchdowns off the board right there. I thought Jalen Hurts played really bad. He got sacked 3 times. I mentioned in our matchup preview last week that if their defensive line get at our offensive line, we're going to have a long day. Our offensive line is not as good as it was last season. I don't know why. It can't just be because the loss of Mekhi Becton. I don't think a lot of the guys are healthy, and I think the defensive lines the Eagles are playing are simply bullying them. And it's noticeable because Saquon Barkley can't run. He can't run. Saquon Barkley had 12 carries for 58 yards. Now, you will ask yourself, and once again, I'm going to repeat myself, the identity of this football team is run first. Saquon had 12 rushes. Now, I'm going to slide into the offensive coordinator once again, Kevin Patullo. Not creative. And the offense is very predictable. So much so that Lane Johnson, our future Hall of Famer with 2 Super Bowls, came out and said to the press after the game, hey, this offense is too predictable. The defenses know what we're going to do. We play a lot out of the pistol set. If Saquon is in there and they go 12 personnel, they're going to run the ball 99% of the time. We know this. So they have to do something. They have like a little mini bye here. They got to come up with something because this team is just too good with talent to not just be mediocre on one side of the football. Now the defense, I could slide them some bail. They're young. Vic Fangio was doing a really good job. I give him some bail, and they have some injuries. Speaking of that, something that just came out of nowhere: Zadarius Smith retired. Out of nowhere. That was a shocker Monday morning. And what the big deal of that is, he leads the team in sacks. We got him off the street before week 1 of the season, and he leads the team in sacks. And he just said, at 33, I ain't got it no more. I'm done, y'all. Peace. Now what are the Eagles going to do? They have no one else that can really rush from the edge position. Nolan Smith is out on IR. They maybe have to be creative with and putting Jahad Campbell now on the edge with Nakobe Dean coming back. And the issue going into our next game is we don't have Quinyon Mitchell. Well, we might not have Quinyon Mitchell. He's questionable with a hamstring. We all know how hamstring injuries go. They're touch and go. So we might go out there and play Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison with Keely Ringo and Adoree Jackson. Pray for me.
Well,
Pray
you know,
I do have a question,
the
though.
positives is for next game, at least it's either going to be Carson Wentz or J.J. McCarthy, neither of which have super impressed this year.
If Carson Wentz beats us,
that will be hilarious.
I might not be here next week.
You might crash out.
But to go back.
That's going to be my bye week, Lucas. I'm not going to be here next week.
I'll call Zach. I'll call Zach. But in the meantime, I do want to.
Both of y'all come up. Yeah.
I do want to mention a few things. Maurice, I've said it before about Jalen Hurts. Less is more.
Yes.
Less is more.
Mm-hmm.
This game, last 2 weeks have proven that yet again. Even though he can step up in big games, we're not denying that. We saw the Super Bowl. None of us are blind. During the regular season, less is more with Jalen Hurts. That's one. And when you said he had wide open spaces, you know what song I thought of?
Earl, are you taking notes?
Already wrote.
Oh yeah, no. Earl writes physical notes. He takes real physical notes.
Oh, I told you, like I ain't playing. I'm not playing.
I got you. I got you. Receipts. I got you.
So when Maurice said wide open spaces, Mal might know this song. I thought of this Dixie Chicks song, "Wide Open Spaces."
I do know that song.
That's what I thought of when Maurice said that. But he's not wrong. They did have wide open spaces. Look, the Eagles' problem is their coordinators. It's never been their talent; it's been their coordinators. And it's this year. It's the offensive coordinator. I have no problems with the defense coordinator. They're gonna have to make a change this offseason because I don't think Kevin Petula is that. But Earl,
yeah,
your turn. You raise your hand.
No.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So what I got from this is I spoke on this. Reese Wright might remember where I said that his team is low key bleeding out.
What did you say that?
Oh my god!
I don't remember this.
It's the receipts for me.
Oh no, it's the receipts.
It's the receipts.
And where I said that there was a blueprint to stop this team, and it low key was showcased in week 1. Where I said that if they follow a certain blueprint with this team and challenge them, they're not as strong as they were last season. No doubt in my mind, they can get there. But right now, you're a shell of what you truly are. And right now, if your team is strong enough to be able to come back and be better, yeah, you have missing pieces. Some pieces that could be more meaning to it. That Gardner Johnson dude, who knows? He might have been the vocal leader.
He's a free agent again.
Yeah. Get released, yeah.
I think he's on the practice squad now.
They parted ways.
He got released from the Ravens.
Yeah.
They part? Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. Then you could bring him back, especially with the injuries you have in the secondary. But then you got to also look at it, too. You're missing one guy. That's okay. Your lineman is by far one of the best, but if they're not healthy to do what they do, then you have to find a common game plan to try to sub what is happening. No doubt in my mind, your O-line coach can do it. He's one of the best in the game. But at the same time, right now, you're low-key bleeding, and you can fix it, but if you don't fix it right away, other teams are going to figure it out, and it's going to be a lot harder than what you think it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt in my mind, he's still a solid quarterback. If he needs to run it, run it. If he needs to get more involved with Saquon, have it run it too. You can do it. You got elusive guys on this team. You just got to You just got to get the ball in their hands a little bit more, get them the confidence they need to. And it's just me just saying as a whole for it because I feel that's what the Eagles need. I'm looking at it on both. I'm understanding the enemy, but at the same time knowing like, okay, I'm seeing what's happening and I'm seeing the crack in the dam. If you just got to get the ball in your best player's hands and make things happen. And then the defense along the way with it being young, it's gonna be fine. You got the pieces there. Fangio, he knows what to do. So I wouldn't feel like you're reeling, but just keep a close eye that your team is beat.
Jordan Mailata was being beat like he was a dead horse. I don't know what was going on with him that night. That was just wild.
I do have a quick question for you, Maurice, before we move on,
Mm-hmm.
because we didn't address it yet. There was actually a pretty big thing during the game. So the 4 in a row tush push.
Oh gosh.
With the
that's going to get
with the
that
proven
play banned now. That's going to get the.
Well, that was going to be my question. Do you think that with the clear view of the false start and the refs being unable to officiate it, do you think that's going to officially push the case to ban it next year? Or what do you think's going to happen?
Well, that campaign started with Kansas City.
Yep.
That started with that.
That is true. Do you think that this will definitely continue that case?
So.
Yeah.
I think it will be banned.
I think they say it. They're going to have to create something a little different.
Enjoy it while you can.
Yeah, enjoy it while you can. And they don't hold back on it, too. They'll just run it every time if they can. If they can get 2-3 yards, they'll run it.
I do want to say, though, on that 3rd and 1, the full 1 yard, we did stop it short that one time. But, however, it was a full yard. But I will take the one stop.
Take what you can get.
At one point, I was just like, oh, my God, stop it.
I think somebody got hurt in that, too.
Yeah.
Somebody got hurt, I think.
Yes. I don't remember who it was. One of my linemen.
Yeah, somebody got hurt. But, that's one to go by the wayside after this season.
Yeah. All right.
RIP to the tush push.
All right.
RIP tush push.
Well, it's time to get to Minister.
Hold on. Who's your player of the game, Maurice?
Oh, I forgot. Everything went wrong. Offense, Jalen Hurts went wrong. He went way wrong. The player of the game, I'm gonna give it to Cooper DeJean. And I say Cooper DeJean because I think he's going to be very important for this next week's game. I'll get into that later when I match up, but they're going to have to move Cooper DeJean from the slot to outside corner if Quinyon doesn't play. They have no other options. I just don't have no faith in Ringo and Adoree Jackson.
That's fair.
I have no faith.
You got to involve him into that Swiss Army knife you were talking about.
You're going to have to do something, man. Listen.
Yeah, no, that's fair. All right, Earl, it is your time.
All righty. No conscience today.
Here we go.
Let's run it. All cardio. All right. This game with the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers was one where I believe my team could have won this game. I also know that there was some big words spoke, and as Rico backed it up and said, they were not buckled up. Dallas Cowboys lost this game 27-30 on a game-winning field goal where I thought, hey, this game was going to be a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. It actually was. But at the same time, I felt like my team could have gotten a dub here. They really needed this dub, especially with the loss with the Eagles, where we're close. We are so close, but we keep losing these games that are meaningful games. And I think I might have cracked the code on the reason for it. So basically from this game, I saw that my defense is a lot worse than I thought it was. I felt the young guys could have done something a little better. At the same time, you have a coach that is ego-driven, and that's what's pissing me off. And it's to the point now that it's ticking Cowboys Nation off, and it's hurting the progression of what the offense does, especially where Dak is playing at a high level. I don't want this season to go to the railings that I think it's going to probably go to if they don't fix it. And I saw it under display again. I saw the guys out of position. There's some communication issues. And the more and more I thought about it, I was like, why does it feel like it's more complicated than normal? I've seen this before. And this brings into my notes here. I don't like bend but don't break defenses. I'm to the point now. If you're going to play up to your strength, you play it. If you want to be aggressive, be aggressive. Matt Eberflus, I'm in tons of times trying to give you grace on this year. But when your star corner tells you, hey, you want to play, we need to play more man, that's your strong suit. You pay both corners, top all-pro corners. They're getting healthy again. But yet you still want to play zone instead of playing man. That's saying you don't trust your all-pro corners. I'm just going to flat out say it. And for it, it's not good on Cowboys Nation. It's not good for the team if you're not going to go with what makes the strength of your defense. Diggs is by far the best leader you have right now. 11 is over there in Cheese Lane. But yet, when he say, hey, we need to have more grits, that's the saying of, hey, more man coverage, hey, more blitzing, hey, more shooting the A gaps and the B gaps, being disruptive. Eberflus, you're going to take a shot at your best corner and say, oh, I don't like grits. Literally take a jab at him over that, which means you want to play prevent. You want to play cover 2 and 3. I'm going to tell you right here, if you don't make the changes that we think you're going to do, Cowboys Nation is already ready for you to be gone, bro. Like, I've heard things from hashtag flush Flus, hashtag Flus gotta go, hashtag fire Matt Eberflus. All these different hashtags right now that I'm seeing. And it's to the point, hey, we're just trying to give you a chance to fix it. I just want you to evolve. You're doing these stale cover 2s. It's not going to be the best thing to help. Another thing that went bad there is that you had your linebackers out of position. I heard you with a linebacker whisper. What gives, bro? Like, oh, also another thing. Darius Leonard announced his retirement. Happy retirement. You were a phenomenal linebacker. That was one of Eberflus' guys. You're telling me you can't utilize some of these linebackers that I know have premier talent and have green dot that can play the position, but you want your golden child, Sanborn, to be the green dot guy, knowing that he's a will linebacker, a weak side linebacker playing the green dot of the middle linebacker. You're killing me with that. I love linebacker. That's the position I played. When I see my position not being played the way that it needs to be, I'm going to say something on it. And you're having these linebackers play out of position. It's to the point now my linebackers are confused on what they need to do. They're getting blown off the ball. And my edges are getting blown off by tight ends. Make it make sense now. Ain't no way, boy. Like, I literally saw this in the game against Carolina. And then on top of that, Rico Dowdle talked smack and said they better buckle up. They're not ready for what's about to happen. I'm going in this thinking, okay, they got a game plan for this. They apparently had not. This man had 30 carries over 183 yards and had a touchdown and a receiving touchdown for 35 yards. Dude had nearly 230 yards, all-purpose yards, and out here just doing everything, just scooping them up, burying them. And you have no answer. And then it dawned on me that, okay, I've seen this before, where I'm to the point now to say it now, and Cowboys Nation, don't get mad at me. Matt Eberflus is a defensive Kellen Moore. And I'm to the point now that he's under the Trojan horse of coaches, under who Jerry chose. Shotty didn't choose Eberflus. I'm thinking, okay, Shotty brought him in, but I'm still it's hard to put blame on the coach, knowing that I know that the Joneses still got their little magical ventriloquistness going on. I'm to the point now thinking that Shotty's the OC, Flus is the defensive coordinator, and the Joneses are the head coach. The more and more I'm seeing it, the more and more.
Yo, this is the kids' version of like finger snap now. Like, this is a plot.
Man, get it out of here. Look, Joneses are the head coach, and for it, I gotta say something. Cowboys Nation, we gotta say something on this where we gotta let Shotty cook. Jerry always has an undermined coach in somewhere so they feel like they're not losing control. When we hired Mike McCarthy, he had a thing that he was doing. But He couldn't have an OC because we had Statner Kellen Moore in the mix. He was a Trojan horse coach. We had Wade Phillips, who was a defensive mind coach, but things didn't go the way Jerry wanted it. So he had the clapper, Jason Garrett, be the head coach. Someone who he can control. And he's low-key, and I'm low-key seeing the groundwork of what Eberflus is doing, where he feels comfortable that he's like, oh, they ain't going to touch me or whatnot. But I tell you what, Cowboys Nation is going to continue to do what they need to make sure that if things don't go the way that it needs to go, Jerry, you're going to have to move your hand to get this guy out of here. Literally. Because if you lose the fan base now, after you felt like you got him back, on you. But let me get back to the game. But Jerry, I see your ways. You thought you had some of us. No, you don't. But back to the game. The defense, I have a full 2 pages on this defense, but I'm going to shorten it. The defense played out of position. They got blown off the ball. You still had weak links on the defense where I wanted to see more of my young guys, and you're not giving them a fair shot. I'm ready to see Wanya Thomas and Marquise Bell play together. They're making plays on special teams to try to get on the field, but you only have Wanya out there, and then you got Donovan Wilson being a weak link. That's how Tedderor and McMillan got the 2 touchdowns. It was on the weak link. It was on Wilson. Dono. I still laugh to this day that you got the C on your chest, bro. How in the world you earned that? That's crazy work. I guarantee you won't have it next year, but the situation I have is that Wilson needs to sit down. In order to teach a lesson, if they're getting burnt on the field, you sit them down so they learn. If Marquise Bell is making plays, that's because he earned it. And I don't expect to see Malik Hooker back because I feel like Wanya Thomas is preventing the big plays. Give the guys a chance. Rip the Band-Aid off. Let the players go out there and earn it the way that I think they should earn it. No doubt in my mind with how they played this time around, they may improve going into the next game. And the next game is against Washington. If you know, you don't. But the more and more that I'm looking at this, it's a shame seeing this defense like this. It's like I can't have both things work incoherent where it's like, okay, the defense is good, offense is bad. The offense is good, the defense is bad. Special teams is good, defense here, offense is like here. And the more and more that I'm seeing it, it's just, I just want a full, complete team. Is that too much to ask for? But the defense, they really stunk it up. They got to make improvements. I'm going to go to the offense. You got the ball back when you needed to. You're going to do 3 screen plays that go for no yards? Come on, Shotty, you're better than that. I understand you might have had a brain fart, but come on now. That was your chance to get the ball. And get the ball in George Pickens' hands. Okay, let me go to the good. Only thing was good was George Pickens. That man was acting a complete fool. And the more and more I saw it, this man had 9 receptions for 168 yards and a touchdown. If you know the guy's going off and there's nobody that can stop him, you get the ball in his hands. Dak had a good game. Like, he had a solid game. I understand that from Dak. But you got to get the ball in your best player's hands. If Tolbert isn't making the catches and Pickens is, get Pickens the ball. I'm going to go ahead and campaign it now. Pay George Pickens. George Pickens. I know. George Pickens. You haven't had a quarterback that can do what Dak does. He's getting you in space. He's getting you around the field. He's utilizing you correctly. George Pickens, you got another number 1 next to you in CeeDee Lamb. Take pressure off when needed. You can still go get yours. No doubt in my mind. They make a move or 2. They got money in the bag. Secure GP. GP, are you with me? Cowboys Nation, we want you here. GP, are you with me? Come on.
Oh, yeah. Got this thing nowhere.
Cowboys Nation, let's go. GP, are you with me? Like, literally.
Stop.
The star is you, dog. It's you. I want you to get paid. And no doubt in my mind, the more that he's acting a fool out there and making plays, there's no crash outs. He's earning it. Like, he's doing what he needs to. And I really hope Jerry makes the right decision in signing this guy because, honestly, I don't think you're going to have something better than having Dak Prescott throwing you the ball with CeeDee Lamb. That's just me. Because what other quarterback going to pay you the money that Pittsburgh didn't have it? Dallas got it. Just saying that. GP, stay with the star. But my player of the game is George Pickens. I would give it to Dak, but it's George Pickens. Brandon Aubrey, I will give it to him. But I just need to see better from my team going into next week. But I digress. Y'all go ahead.
Well, I'll start this one.
Go ahead.
Let me start this one. Who's your offensive coordinator?
Clayton Adams.
Clayton Adams. He must have had a lunch with Kevin Patullo because they got the same issues. They can't get the ball to the superstars for some reason.
No, it's not that. It's more of they wanted to try to run in this game, and the plays were there. It was just guys were just getting beat off the ball. Carolina has a very respectable defense.
Yeah.
I would say they have the best defensive tackle in the league right now with Derek Brown. He's in year 6. He's playing at an all-star level right now. Like, he's the real deal. I think he's probably by far the best DT we will play this season. And with him setting a tone, that really the front couldn't get things going. But when they did try to design something, they were just getting beat off the ball. Like, it was only so much you could do. If Clayton Adams would have did this, where even if Shoddy's calling plays where Clayton Adams is still the coordinator, I think this game should have been more of a throwing game because you couldn't run the football. Like, I don't even think you had over 40 yards. Throw the football. No doubt in my mind. If you create an offense doing that, I've seen you do it before. If they would have did that, I would have been good. But the defense couldn't stop a nosebleed.
Yeah. That's the issue with this. That's the issue with this game. The defense just came up small. I think your offense did more than enough to win the game.
Yeah.
And that's crazy because that's crazy because last week we had a whole soundbite. I posted the soundbite of you shouting out your defense and telling
they played better. I will give them the credit when they play better. But if I know that they're bad, I'm gonna call them out on that too.
I also think though with that, Maurice, with playing the Jets versus Carolina, Carolina's offense is way more functional than the Jets is, as we've seen over the past 6 weeks.
Fair.
I think the only thing that I'm worried about with your, like, a big worry was how gashed you got in the run game. Rico Dowdle went crazy. Crazy.
That's what I was saying, that if you're playing in a cover 2 and they're just beating you off the ball, there's going to be gaps. I saw a play where it looked like the line of scrimmage part of like the Red Sea. And playing musical chairs with your DTs is not helping as well. If you're going to start Mozzie for a couple of games and then you put him on the shelf and then start Jay Toya, the rookie, to get some time, you got to make a choice. If you're trying to get both of them on the field, do it. If you need to make a roster change with some of the linemen, that's too. The injuries aren't helping us. And if I'm looking at this game under perspective, special teams wasn't the best. If Turpin was in this game, different story. If CeeDee Lamb was in this game, different story. Because those points that was missing, I think those guys would have had it. And I think if they would have had more of a healthier O-line, no doubt in my mind, I think it would have been a little better. But could have been some more improvements where I felt if the game was still winnable, but if we had these guys, no doubt in my mind, I think we would have got the dub there. But yeah, they got to learn from this. Carolina was ready to play. And then I also found out that R-Truth is 2-0 when he's at the game. They would always win the game. That's a little side tip.
Shout out R-Truth.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, and another thing, off topic, I'm sorry. Maurice, did you see that Braun Breaker spear Seth Rollins?
I did.
Crazy, right?
Loved it.
Me too.
Well, before I take over, I just want to say this. What the Cowboys are doing to Dak Prescott is what happened with Joe Burrow last year, putting up insane offensive numbers.
This is no defensive support. I think this is the 2024 Bengals with how things are going.
and it's not the offensive fault.
It hurts.
Like you guys might not make the playoffs, but it's
hurts.
not the offense's fault.
I'm just curious to see. I'm really curious to see how this George Pickens thing is going to go because you guys have 2 number 1 wide receivers.
Mhm.
I really do, and I'm just curious to see how this is going to play out with Pickens towards the end of the season
when everybody's healthy. Yeah.
Just gotta see where his numbers are, and I've seen where Dallas will like finesse somebody from getting a certain number just so they can fit a quota. It's low key dirty, but I think if he's out there playing and giving your offense the best chance, no doubt in my mind you gotta pay it. And I know the Joneses see it, and if they have the money, I think they have like maybe second or third highest in the cap. So I mean, they got money to spend. If they're able to do something, and if Pickens want to stay, then so be it. But I would want him to have the best chance to be able to play with a team that is there instead of just taking the money and then going to a team that might not be there. And I feel Dallas is so close. If they make a couple of more pieces, the trade deadline is going to be very interesting. But
Yes.
So now it's time to go to the Washington Commanders. Depressing loss against the Chicago Bears. Look, I'm not going to make excuses for the team. I'm not going to say, "Oh, it was the weather." Guess what? The Bears played in that weather too. They didn't have those. At the end of the day, we have to remember the Commanders are still a young team. Two of their high-profile offensive weapons are first and second-year players, and Jaden Daniels and Ja'Cory Crosby-Mayer, aka Bill. Look, Jaden Daniels threw his first interception on the season. While that was not a game defining interception, it did not help the momentum. The Commanders were down 13-0 at one point, and then they clawed their way back. But at the end of the day, fumbles and turnovers were the name of the game. Commanders had a real chance to win this game, but they decided to fumble it. And then we just also decided to let DeAndre Swift make himself look like he did when he played in Detroit like 3 or 4 years ago. I don't even know what that's about because he didn't even look that good with the Eagles, no offense. And I'm just, I'm beside myself. So turnovers, we started out slow for the second game in a row. Turnovers were also 3 fumbles, 2 lost, an interception. The fumble that basically sealed the game. Our defense, Javon Kinlaw, we paid you how much money per year, and where are you at? You had 1 tackle on the game? My dude, you're supposed to be clogging up the middle. You're not doing that. You're also, same thing with De'Ron Payne. He had a few tackles, but no tackles for loss. Nothing like that. Where's my defensive line? Where are they at? Secondary, where are you at? I get the Bears have some good players, and I get that they're really good at scripting their offense at the beginning of the game. I knew that was going to happen. I knew that they were going to get off to a fast start, and we slowed them down. But at the end of the day, we can't expect to win the game when you have 3 turnovers. That's as simple as that. This certainly feels like a trap game looking back at it now. Revenge game for the Bears. They took it personally last year, as they probably should have, right? We didn't take it personally. I think Jaden took his eyes off the mark here. I think Jaden, this is probably one of his, in terms of him being healthy and having I'm not going to count the knee. I think if he's healthy enough to play, he's moving fine. That's not the issue. He just did not have a good game decision wise. He had a little bit of the fumble rooskies, as you would say, but look, if Chris Moore, practice squad guy, has the most yards in a game for us, we're clearly missing Terry. Debo is at the point where at his career where he's going to have some big games. He's not going to have some big games. This was a not good game for Debo. Lane is looking better. Luke is looking better. They're growing, but they're not there yet. Ja'Cory's good, but he 2 fumbles in 2 games in a row. I'm not loving it. We got to get who is the Speedy? You can't become Speedy from, Remember the Titans. You can't do that, okay? You can't fumble the ball. Okay. But outside of that, it just felt like the team wasn't focused. The weather, I don't care about the weather. I'm not going to use that as an excuse because the Bears played in the same weather. We just didn't take care of the ball. Defensive line did not show up, allowing, DeAndre Swift 108 yards rushing and 67 yards, pass receiving. Like, that's just unacceptable. Outside of that, our corners did a decent job. Nobody had over, DeAndre Swift basically won this game for them on offense, really. And then our offense just turned over the ball too many times. And shout out to their kicker, Jake Mooney, who apparently was not really treated well by Debo back when they were both in San Francisco. But apparently, he's doing better here. So, I look, I don't know what else you want me to say here. We need to do better. Our defensive line needs this, look, we can't have that type of game against Javonte Williams. Javonte Williams has proven to be a really good running back this year. And our offense, the Cowboys are going to score a lot of points next week. And me and JT will get into it. But basically, we can't allow that many turnovers. We're not going to win any games that way. That's all I really got to say here. Player of the game, I'll give it to Luke. I feel like Luke McCaffrey deserves a little bit of love. I'll give it to Luke McCaffrey. Third touchdown in a row now, I believe. Really doing good things in kick returns, and just, when he gets his number called, he catches the ball. So that's all I really got to say. Any thoughts? Anything really? Earl.
Yeah. I think from this game for you guys, it's definitely a wake-up call. I don't know. It's kind of hard to believe y'all might have took it for granted, but
I don't.
Yeah,
I think lack of focus. I think the team wasn't focused.
Yeah. Now, I don't know. Maybe they were kind of looking ahead.
Maybe I don't know. I'm not in their head.
Matchup, but yeah. I think this is definitely be a learning experience.
We're still a young team.
I think. Yeah, 100%. But yeah. I mean, y'all are working with what y'all got. I really hope.
I think there's a decent chance that Terry's going to be back next week, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt.
You guys need
I figure all hands on deck when it comes to the Cowboys. So I'm not sweating that or anything, but yeah, definitely humble
for
y'all,
sure.
Though,
and maybe we needed that.
The football gods got their revenge.
Yeah.
You guys won that game last year because of a Hail Mary. You lost this one because of a fumble, basically.
Yeah.
But besides that, though, I think it's time you guys got to look to someone else in that middle linebacker position.
Look, I need to see more Jordan McGee. I need to see more Jordan McGee. That's what I need to see. He's on the roster.
He's done, man.
I think it should be Louvu who take middle and then move McGee.
That's fine with me too. I think Bobby. Yeah, I said this 2 weeks ago that Bobby's not a full-time starter anymore, right? I said that 2 weeks ago. Yeah. I think this game is just another reason why that should be the case. And no disrespect to Bobby. Bobby's 35, 36? Like, nobody expects you to play at this level at this point.
He's been playing for a while.
He might be a future Hall of Famer, well respected, but I think it's time to move on from him.
So is Russell Wilson, but look where we're at with him, man.
Well, is Russ a future Hall of Fame? Ooh, poll question.
Jeez.
I think he is.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
That's debatable.
I don't think so. I'm going to say it. I don't think so. But we'll make a poll question.
I mean, I have a lot of people that agree with that take, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah. Overall, though, it's one of them losses. And Jaden, on top of that, Jaden is not healthy. He's not 100%.
Well, I think, no, he's not. But who is 100% at this point in the season? Nobody.
Well, I mean, he has a real knee injury.
Well, yes, but I don't think the fumbles were not caused by his knee.
Fair enough.
Outside of the fumbles, he actually played a pretty good game, but in the one interception. But
maybe better preparation. Maybe working a wetter football and practice.
I honestly don't think we had a rain game last year like this one. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying that the weather should be an issue because the other team played in it. But I don't think this version
100%.
of this team has played in the rain. Not that I can remember, not of this caliber. And maybe they weren't prepared for it. Yet again, that's on the coaches at that point then, right? But, at the same time, we can't use it as an excuse, but maybe as a learning tool. That's what I'm going to say. But, anyway, let's get to around the NFL.
All right, let's go around the league. And we're going to do a little quick standings review real quick of the NFC and AFC. And in the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 5-1.
Mm.
Go Florida. Woo!
Yeah. And the Colts are 4-2, correct? Or are they 5-1?
5-1.
They're
That's
5-1.
wild.
Mm-hmm.
Indiana Jones is 5-1.
Indiana
Man, he
Jones,
still threw one of those
fearless.
Daniel Jones interceptions though last week.
Always.
I'm giving it to Jonathan Taylor all
More
day.
to come. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor is a big reason why that team is so successful. That man is crazy.
Get that man his credit.
Yeah, I don't know who's the best running back in the league right now, but he's up there. It's either him or Bijan.
I would say Bijan. I think Bijan's just a little bit more.
Bijan ripped off an 80-yard.
I was about to say, I think Bijan's just a little bit more explosive. Jonathan's more consistent, but Bijan
reminds me a lot of Saquon.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy, guys, because the juggernauts don't look like juggernauts this year.
There's a lot of parity in the league this year.
By the way,
I think it's up for grabs.
By the way, I'm just going to say this. As of now, if we're doing like an early MVP straw poll, it's Baker by a mile, right? With all the injuries that they've had.
I mean, he's leading it right now.
Without his top three wide receivers.
Crazy to me, though?
Yeah.
This is what's crazy to me, though. Like, the Chiefs won on Sunday, and all of a sudden, Pat Mahomes went to second favorite in MVP odds. How does that... The math ain't mathin'.
He's third in his division.
Exactly.
Reputation. I know, that's crazy.
Nah, it's the media.
Yeah, it's crazy ridiculous.
Every MVP award in any league is narrative-based.
Mm-hmm.
It truly
narrative-based.
Mm-hmm. Whatever they say on the networks.
The more I'm thinking about it, I don't want my.
By the way,
really?
So
too much pressure.
By the way, we got to.
No, it's just the media. They're not gonna give it to him, even if he has them. He's got to play perfect.
By the way, if I'm the Jets, I am calling Cleveland about Shador.
Jets.
I'm calling Cleveland.
That's not happening.
It needs to. They don't want Shador. Their actions speak louder than words. They do not want Shador.
The crazy thing is,
my question to you, Lucas, is who's going to protect Shador in New York?
Yeah. Shador's just going to be set up for failure in New
fair.
York.
Yeah.
Especially with what happened with his draft, his draft placement and the thing, everything else happening around him. That's not the place for Shador right now.
What's the worst franchise right now, the Titans or the Jets?
The Jets are 0-6.
Titans just fired their head coach.
One yet.
Yeah, just fired their head coach.
Still.
The Jets are pretty bad.
Look, I'm not even sold.
Powdered donut.
I'm not even sold on Dylan Gabriel yet.
I'm not.
So
I mean, he's all right.
Shador?
I think he's like a high quality backup.
Okay, then. So why would you try your other quarterback?
Because they don't want him there. Clearly.
You want to know something, guys? There's still plenty of time. And I don't think Cam Ward has been put in a very good situation over at Tennessee. But as it's looking up to week 6, Jackson Dart might be QB1 of that class.
As of now, maybe.
Yeah,
more to come.
All right, let's get to our other stuff. Earl.
It's that time.
Yeah.
I hope I stumped Earl on this one.
No, you didn't. Look at his face. He knows.
I don't know. You might have gotten him.
Okay.
He's being modest.
Maybe.
Modest to the top. If you know, you know. All right. It's time for Who's That Football Player? Giants. Y'all represented this past week. Kudos. All right. This football player played with the New York Giants back in the 2012 season. 2012. All right. This player had 14 receptions for 220 yards. My near weight at the Career Awards. Career Awards. Super Bowl champ. Maurice, as well as myself. Who's that football player?
2012.
2012.
I'm going to go with... Nah, that's too nah. I was going to say David Tyree, but no, that don't matter. That don't work. That's not the wrong year.
You gotta have a helmet you gotta have a football to the helmet.
Yeah. I don't know.
No?
I don't have a name for this one.
Earl, who you got?
Yeah, Earl.
No, it's a wide receiver.
I was kind of thinking running back.
Let me look back on that roster. I'm gonna have to plug in the Madden real quick. All right, we had Mario Manhan, we had King Nix, Victor Cruz, Ramses Barton. Yeah, he's up there too. That would be somebody that I would choose just to try to stump.
Wait, how many catches was it again?
It was 14 receptions for 220. Yeah, I know she would do that because I
love his conversation with himself.
It could be Cruz.
Victor Cruz.
It could be Cruz because he got hurt that year.
No, I'm gonna go Ramses Barton.
Come on. It's like unpredictable.
All praises to the PlayStation.
All
right.
Honestly, the talk out of the process was kind of iconic. I'm here for it. But yes, it is Ramses Barton.
Wait a minute, didn't Ricky Cruz get injured that year?
Mm-hmm.
I know somebody was hurt from there.
Yes, he did.
I was thinking maybe he got injured early and that was his season stats. I don't know.
I get why you would think that. But yes, Ramses Barton. I thought I got her all on that one. Guess not.
All right. Anyway, now to the poll questions.
Okay, so first poll question was, who will be the MVP for the Washington Commanders in their matchup against the Chicago Bears? Jaden Daniels, JCM, Debo, or other. It was tied between Jaden Daniels and JCM, which made sense. Unfortunately, they both fumbled the game away.
They did. They really did.
Who made that poll question?
I came up with that one. That was me. I'll eat crow on that.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
I'll eat crow.
Deep fry it.
All right, this one's going to get a little dicey.
Put the little lemon pepper on it.
Who is currently the worst QB in the NFC?
Now I should note that this question was asked to us on TikTok. And
Dak Prescott, Jackson Dart, Jaden Daniels, or Jalen Hurts? Maurice.
Oof.
It was Hurts.
67%.
Wow, a lot too.
Ooh.
Prisoner in the moment poll question.
Prisoner of the moment poll question. I think it's way too early to evaluate Jackson Dart right now.
Yeah, you can't say he's better than Jalen Hurts after 3 starts.
Yeah,
come on.
We need more time.
Like I said, it was a question asked to us by one of our followers. I had to do it. No. I had no choice.
And people like
I didn't co-sign it. I did it. You gotta listen to the people.
Wait a minute.
Give the people what they want.
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. But we only looked at the Twitter poll. We didn't see the Facebook poll.
Oh, I can pull that up.
Oh, God.
The Facebook poll is completely different.
Okay, well, what does it say, Maurice?
What is it?
The Facebook poll has Dak Prescott as the most overrated quarterback.
Wow.
How? It's there. It's on Facebook.
Hang on, I'm going to check TikTok now, because this is on TikTok, too.
Ooh. Oh, really?
Results are skewed.
Dang. Okay. You know what? That's a perfect time to talk about my quarterback. I don't got his jersey on right now. Hold on.
Here we go.
All right. If he's so overrated, he's about to become the Dallas Cowboys franchise leader in passing. In this previous game, he's at 33,054 yards, passing yards, second most in franchise history. He just passed Troy Aikman. So Romo is maybe about another 1,000 and some change. So yeah, like whoever. I bet it was Eagle fans.
I shared it to NFC East and NFL groups only. Okay, first off, I didn't even vote in it. Why you gotta call me out like I was doing something wrong here? Secondly, I got the TikTok results.
Looking like a sinister meister right now.
What's the TikTok?
So
I got the TikTok results. 60% of them on TikTok said Hurts.
60?
Yeah.
So it was double from Twitter.
One person said Wilson, where they're not even starting. And then somebody gave us a ranking of like the worst. And they did Dak. Well, I don't know if this is like best to worst or worst. They did 1 Dak, 2 JD, 3 Dart / Hurts. I guess that means that Dart / Hurts is the worst. I don't know. That was kind of a.
Or the reason for the Facebook this is how I feel would have been those obnoxious Dak haters now.
This is how I feel right now.
You feel attacked? You feel like you need an adult, Maurice? Do you need an adult?
I heard the ambulance in the background. I was like, someone hurt.
More
Mayday.
Get that man a ambulance.
Maurice, you all right?
So,
struggles of bleeding.
Get that.
Someone get him some oxygen.
Get that man a ambulance. Oh, Black Betty. Oh, Black Betty, ambulance. All right, so getting to our trivia now. Who are the 2 Dallas Cowboys head coaches in franchise history who have ties on their coaching record? Now, obviously, we know Shoddy, but who's the other one, guys?
Is it Mike McCarthy?
Mal?
It's not McCarthy. Nope, you're not going to be able to answer that question.
Wait until Mal goes.
No.
He what? Played for the Broncos.
What? No. I said wait for Mal to answer.
Oh.
It's still Super Bowl era. It's still Super Bowl era because my mom was born in 1969. That's when Jets won Super Bowl II. Tom Landry.
That is correct because Earl was going to say Tom Landry too.
Ooh.
How many times?
I don't know. I don't have that in front of me. I can pull it up if you want me to. How many times?
That's just a flex now.
I want to say 3.
You flexing now, Earl. Come on.
Yeah, it is 6.
It was a lot.
6 ties?
To be fair, the man coached for 20 years.
So did Belichick.
He signified the fedora.
Well, hold up.
Oh, yeah.
Hold up. He did not signify the fedora.
He signified it.
Hey,
he earned it, but he did not signify it. Let's be clear. My ancestors signified it, okay? Let's be clear on that. And Tommy DeVito's agent.
But for me...
who was also at the Giants-Eagles game, by the way.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, he's a Patriot. He's passing out cutlets.
Yeah, I don't know why, but he was there.
Cutlets and Strombolis.
Man, don't be talking about Strombolis, man. I'm going to get hungry. It's too late to be eating that.
Man, who you telling? I want a Stromboli as well. I haven't had one.
Man, I saw a weird way somebody cut them. I'm like, is that the way that they're supposed to be cut? Like a half pizza?
Yeah, like a half.
And I'm just like, because I just cut it down the middle and just cut it up by slivers and then just eat it that way.
I know we're getting sidetracked on this, but if you've seen We Bear Bears, they made Strombolis in there as well. I forgot which. I think it was the polar bear. He was making them. Like, he was selling them. Like, it looked. By the way,
good. if you guys ever go to Delaware, you have to go to Nicoboli's and try their Strombolis. They're the best Strombolis in Delaware, possibly the East Coast. Just saying, Nicoboli's. But on that note, let's go ahead and wrap things up.
Not advertisement, but yeah, shout them out.
Yeah.
Shout out to Strombolis.
Shout out Strombolis.
Yeah, let's go. Let's wrap it up on that one, guys.
All right, I'll wrap it up. You want to thank everybody for listening to this episode of 14 Rings of NFC East podcast. Want to subscribe to us? Go ahead. Subscribe to us on Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, and Amazon. Check out our YouTube shorts, our YouTube bloopers, sound bites, and our extended clips on our YouTube channel. Subscribe and give our videos a thumbs up. Check us out also on X or Twitter, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, Facebook, all at 14_Rings podcast. Until next week, have a good night, guys.
Bye, y'all.
Deuces, raise hail.
Blessings, much love, DC for life.
Go Birds.